Day 20, our final stretch day. Grab your towel or similar and let's get started. All right, so move your animals, move your children, grab your towel and fold it and get set. Today we are starting with a quick overhead stretch. So you're going to start by shrugging the shoulders up and then bringing the towel back far enough until you feel a pull in your chest and your shoulders. If you have a towel that is wider than mine, you can widen your grip and actually bring the towel all the way through, so a full rotation, so that the towel reaches your lower back. And you can do reps of that, so forward, bringing the towel all the way down in front of you, and then bringing it overhead and behind your back. Unfortunately, my towel is not wide enough to do that, but that's okay. We're still getting a great stretch here. So now we are moving into our dual hamstrings calves stretch. So looping the towel around the foot, pulling up, straightening the leg, straightening both legs as best you can, and pulling the leg toward your chest as you pull the foot toward the shin. Find that space of slight discomfort and hold it there. So yesterday I mentioned that today we would talk about what comes next, and depending on the time that you've discovered these videos, I may have other programs or content out, so you can check for that. If not, you can do this program a second time, progressing the exercises using heavier weights and or just adding in extra rounds. If you're pushing yourself through every workout, you're only going to get stronger by doing that. So that's an option for you. I'm not saying that because I'm trying to get more watch time out of you. You don't need to watch the videos again. You have an understanding of all the workouts. You've done them already. So all you'd need to do is look at the exercise overview, which I post in the description below every video. If that doesn't interest you, I know there are other programs out there that you can search for. I can't recommend any personally because I would never recommend something that I haven't tried. Same with supplements. I would never advertise something that I don't actually take. Go ahead and switch legs. So if you know of any other programs or you start another program, please do come back to this video or even tomorrow's video and comment below with information about that program and why you like it, so that other people who are finishing this program can gather some ideas. You guys can help each other out. Breathe. If you don't feel that discomfort anymore, pull that towel back farther. All right, moving into our lying quad stretch. Grabbing the foot, pulling it back toward your glute, keeping the legs in line with each other and keeping the knee that is bent as close as you can to the leg that is straight right now. You can relax your head and neck and just breathe. Focus on getting that pull in your quad. You can rotate your leg back and forth, stretching all areas. We have 1 day left in our program. I'm sure we've weeded out quite a few people at this point, and you are not one of them. So I want to congratulate you for making it this far. Whether you've been consistent with fitness for a long time now, or whether this is something new to you, be proud of yourself for following through. Breathe. A few more seconds. All right, go ahead and switch legs. I don't know if you saw my Instagram post from day 1, but I did ask for you to comment and let me know where you're from. So if you didn't do that, I beg you to let me know today in the comments below. I am fascinated with world travel and different cultures, and it's actually what inspired me to study linguistics. So I'd really like to know what country you're from, and if you're from the US, what state. Also, if you remember by the end of the workout, comment below and let me know what you're using to stretch with for these stretch days. Whether you're using a towel or a shirt or a belt, I'm interested to see how creative you guys have gotten with your stretching equipment. Breathe, deep breaths. All right, so moving into our glute stretch. I'm going to turn here to show you what this looks like from above because it's a bit hard to explain. So you're going to lie back, cross one leg over the other, take the hands, loop them through to behind the knee. Now you're going to be pulling that leg with your hands toward your chest while using your elbow against the opposite leg to press away from you so that you're feeling a pull in the glute of the leg that your elbow is pressing against right now. Find that spot where it just slightly hurts and hold it. I hope you've learned a lot throughout this program, and I hope at some point, if not always, you took the initiative and did the extra round or rounds that I recommend at the end of each video. And if so, I've gotten used to doing these circuits unguided, and therefore you're not only ready, but willing to continue on here on your own. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday who's doing the workouts, and she loves how different they all are. And I told her that it's not just to vary it up to keep things interesting, but just to show you how many different ways you can circuit train, all the different styles, so you can figure out what you like and apply that to your future workouts. All right, go ahead and switch legs. Breathing here, and when you exhale, I want you to relax everywhere, including the muscle that you're stretching, so that you can deepen that stretch. Breathe and relax. Just a few more seconds. All right, moving into our hip flexor stretch. Hopefully you're getting the hang of this one and applying this stretch in your everyday life. This is amazing. Our hip flexors get so tight. So what we're going to do is step one leg forward, bend the knee, tuck your pelvis, and you're going to feel this in the front of your thigh, between your thigh and your hip, right where my hand is resting on that straight leg. I'm pointing to where you should be feeling this, right in that area there. If you're not feeling it, you can widen your stance more, or you can drop to your knee and see if that helps. Breathe and really lean into the stretch, squeezing the glutes, tucking the pelvis, and getting a pull in that small area. Keep the head and chest up. All right, switching legs. So bending the knee, leaning into the stretch, and squeezing the glutes. If you are incorporating other types of training in along with this program like I am, I hope that today you are taking a rest so that you can feel recharged and ready for your reassessment tomorrow. Rest days are so good for the body. A lot of people will feel guilty on rest days, thinking that they're being lazy, but rest days are amazing, especially if you do a lot of heavy weight training or you start doing it. I take deload weeks where I'll take a whole week off of training, and rest is the best thing for longevity if you want to continue training the way that you're training now for years and decades to come. All right, moving into our butterfly stretch. So heels together, lowering those knees as close as you can to the floor. You can use your elbows, lean forward and press the elbows against the legs to further the stretch. We are stretching the adductors here, but you might also feel this in your quads and your calves. If so, that's fine. Breathe. Moving into our lumbar rotation stretch, so lie back. Remember, this stretch requires you to drop into it slowly. You don't want any cramping or spasms in your back. So lie back, cross one leg over the other, and slowly lower the leg to the ground. To know which side to lower down to in reference to how the legs are crossed, just take a peek at the screen and see the way that I'm doing it. Breathe. And it appears I have a visitor. We're all relaxing here today. This is Peep, to formally introduce you. He's the best kitty on the planet. No offense to your cats if you have one. Okay, go ahead and switch sides. Slowly lowering. Breathing, relaxing. And just take a moment here to appreciate this small victory, making it through this program. These small steps are what lead to our larger goals. Consistency, one day at a time. All right, you can go ahead and sit up. We're moving into our prone press up. So chest to the ground this time. If you have any back or disc problems, you can skip this stretch and do something else that you would like here. And all you're doing is putting your hands in a push-up position and then pressing up as far as you can. Breathe. You can slowly lower yourself a bit and then press back up into the position. Deep breaths. Only a few more seconds. And slowly lower yourself down. All right, so stay in this position so that you can lower yourself into our lat stretch. So hands out, palms up, head down, and really leaning into the stretch, feeling that in your lats, which are on your back. You can rock side to side. Awesome. Now we're moving into our towel stretches, so grab your towel for this one. Towel behind the back, one arm gripping above, one arm gripping below. I will turn around to show you what this looks like. And so starting with pulling up with the upper arm, we're going to hold this for about 5 seconds. You should feel this in the shoulder of the arm that is lower right now. And go ahead and switch, pulling down now with the bottom arm, feeling this in the upper arm or the upper shoulder. Important here to keep your posture up, back flat, head straight. All right, switching directions, pulling up with the upper arm. Breathe. And last time, pulling down with the bottom arm. Perfect. So go ahead and switch arms. So opposite arm up. And so this time I'm just starting with pulling down with the bottom arm. So pulling down about 5 to 10 seconds. Breathe. And now pulling up with the upper arm. Now back to pulling down with the bottom arm. Breathe. And last time, pulling up with the upper arm. Awesome. All right, so we are almost done. We're just going to move into a quick post-delt stretch. You can hold these stretches for longer if you'd like. One arm and then the other. And then overhead stretch, stretching the triceps. One arm and then the other. If you have the time today, please hold these stretches for longer. If you'd like to add in any other stretches, you know now is the time. Otherwise, we're just going to take a minute here to close our eyes, sit in whatever position you'd like, and just breathe and appreciate how good your body feels right now. So please stay in this position as long as you would like. Thank you so much for spending another part of your day with me. Go rest and prepare yourself for tomorrow, day 21, reassessment workout.